Hi guys, Paul from PABrewNews is going to do another beer review before the end of the day. One of those deals. Anyway, we got a beer here from the St. Bernardus Brewing Company, the Trappist beer, St. Bernardus, from the Benedictine monks. This is the Pater 6. The Pater 6. From Watteau, Belgium. This comes in at 6.7 alcohol by the volume. Let's get it cracked open and get it into the glass. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's rising. It's rising. Absolutely rising. This is the 2014 vintage. Dump it right in full stream. Get it in. This is a best before date by the 27th of August 2016. Pretty sure there's 2 years vintage on the shelf life of the St. Bernardus. I've had conflicting information on that one, so we're just gonna, some people said 4, some people said 5, some people said 1. We're gonna do 2, okay? So we're going to do the 2014 vintage of this one from 2016, Best Buy, of course. So we're going to say 2 years vintage on that one for do the 2016 or 14, and of course a 5-year vintage overall. So we'll see how this one happens. Even if it's only a 1 year, it's still you know, a 4-year vintage. So it's definitely aged for sure. Nice mahogany brew hues right there, brown hues. Nothing really kind of coming through that one. Actually, it's even lighter than the prior 8 I had. The Pater 6 is very, very dark. Very dark indeed. Very dark. Okay, good. Little alcohol leg sticking from that 6.7% alcohol by volume. A little bit. Just a little bit. Very, very, very dark. Very broody looking beer. Surprising for the prior Pater 6. Thought to be the lightest beer of all of them. Oh, very, very confusing, very intriguing. So let's get in. Cheers. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like red grape. Actually, it does. It does actually. I was gonna say red apple, but it does have a grapey tone too. Little vinous grape, little red apple peel, a little bit of a cloviness, earthiness. Caramel, brown sugar, raisin. Oh, Jesus. This thing is amazing. It has this kind of like, even like pumpernickel bread kind of vibe too. Oh, man. This thing smells out of this world. And it's dark as night, dark as pitch, dark as black as hole. It almost has this like huge ABV, like 12 kind of like St. Bernardus 12 kind of look and vibe to this one, but it's only the Pater 6, so it's very, very interesting. Let's get into this one. Cheers. Very light, very, very sessionable. Listen to Tenebrae soundtrack. As bombastic as the nose is, the taste is not. However, let's look at what the beer is supposed to be. The Pater 6, it is the Belgian ale. It's what happens when people come to the Priory. They want I can't think because I'm stupid. It's when people come to the Priory, they want a meal, they want some food, they want the whole thing, and that's what happens. And this is the beer that happens. Grimbergen is a beautiful example of that kind of a beer that people come in, they're hungry, they're thirsty, they want this. You get the bread, you break bread with them, you do this, you have the beer. It slakes the thirst of the pilgrims, and that's what you want. And exactly what it is. Very nice. Very subtle, but very beautiful. I love those little dark, little caramel, raisin, and fig tones. A little bit of that red apple still coming through. A little bit of that treacle molasses vibe. A little bit of a nuance of a mineralistic tone, a little bready tone too. A little clovey tone. Wow. That is absolutely glorious. It really is. Look at that lacing too. Sticking around that glass. That is pretty. If you're looking for sanctuary in any of these priories, at all, especially the Trappist ones, you will get this beer handed to you with some beautiful bread, meats, beans, potatoes, all those things. But this is the beer that they drink, and this is the kind of beer they give to the pilgrims that come in for sanctuary. And it is, it's glorious. It's one of those, I don't know, it's one of those things where if you look at all the beers that are made for like slaking the thirst of the commonplace, you have your standard milds and stuff. Milds, I could say, stand the test of time. Milds are just amazing. But you have your milds, you have porters, you have your lagers and stuff, you have your saisons and stuff. You know, those kind of tonalities of saisons, farmhouse beers that the workers can drink this, the workers can drink that. But then you come over here to Belgium and they hand you this. Oh no, that's just the trap beer. That's the tramp beer that we make for all you people that come in off the streets. No big deal. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing. Grimbergen was exactly the same way. Grimbergen and this beer. Oh my God. You have Rochefort 10, 8, and 6. The 6 is the same thing. That is your pilgrim beer. That's your sanctuary beer. It's not your Lent beer. It's not this. It's the everyday drinking beer. The beer that they have at the priory when people come in off the streets. They're hungry. They need help. They need food. You give them food. You give them beer. You just, there you go. You get them back on your feet. It's so amazing. It's an amazing beer that should be drank every day because it's designed to be drank every day. But it's such a treat. It's a beer that's so good. It's almost sacrilege in its own way, right? In its own way to drink it every day because it's such a great beer, and it has aeons almost now, aeons behind its brewing tradition. And especially like me, like I kind of get out of the brewing tradition culture. I get into the craft beer culture. I come back and I go away, and I come back and I go away. But when I come back and I get hit with beers like this, I go, oh my God, why did I ever leave? You know what I mean? You really do get slapped in the face with the quality that comes, and not just quality, but the lineage that comes behind these beers. You have to romanticize. You have to have that mentality of romanticism to really enjoy brews, especially traditional brews. You need to understand history, love history, embrace history, and then romanticize about that too. Romanticize. Put yourself in those places, those times, those dates, those places. And and it makes you enjoy everything you're doing that little bit more. And everyone around you go, he's fucking crazy, he's nuts, he's dangerous. But they don't get what you're doing, and that's what I like. I like that. The Patra 8, or Patra 6 rather, from St. Bernardus. Oh my god, let's put those little chunky ones in there at the end. Let's stir them around. Let's see what happens. Nice, gloopy. That's so good. That's so good. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. I'm going to give this one, I have to give this one a 9. I can't give it anything less than a 9. It is delicious. The Patra 6, definitely from St. Bernardus Brewing Company from Vaton, Belgium. Definitely give it a go. I mean, this is the simple beer. And the thing is, I'm giving it the 9 out of 10 to the beer that's supposed to be the simple beer. The everyday drinker beer. The beer that you give to the wayfaring off the street that needs a proper meal and a pint. This is the beer that you give to them. And does that show you how much other beer cultures around the world need to step up their fucking game? Hello? Hello, people? Anyway, 9 out of 10. It's so fucking good. I don't know how anyone can give this beer less than 9 out of 10, especially a 2014 vintage that tastes like this. So anyway, this is Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger.